I was nervous, really nervous because of the reputation that Lady Thatcher had, but I was totally taken aback at the first sitting when, having met her, the first thing she said was, "Mr. Stone, tell me what you want me to do."
You painted her a total of 6 times. What would you say are the most significant of those paintings?
Well, I suppose the one that definitely will have its place in history was the commission that I received from the then Prime Minister, Gordon Brown. Now remember, Gordon Brown was a Labour Prime Minister, and what was unusual about this circumstance was that he was wanting to pay tribute to a Tory, a Conservative Prime Minister. This was the first official portrait of any Prime Minister that had been commissioned in Downing Street's history. I was wanting to paint an iconic image, or shall we say an image of an icon, that summed up her personality and in many ways met with other people's expectations of what she was like. It was very challenging. It was getting the look right. It was the sort of the famous, or if not possibly infamous, steely gaze. But of course, when you look closely at her features, she did actually have beautiful eyes. She had fine bone structure. She was very conscious of keeping her appearance immaculate.
Let's talk about your final portrait. It shows her in a decidedly different setting. Why did you choose that?
Well, the portrait came about almost by accident. I'd met Lady Thatcher many, many times over the past decade, and I'd often be invited just as a guest for tea. And so we had established this friendship, but at the same time, Lady Thatcher always expected me to have my paintbrushes and my paint box with me. And we chose together a little private corner of garden behind the Royal Hospital, Chelsea, where she could relax and read in the sun. What many people will not know is that she was resting, reading, not too far from where her husband Sir Dennis had been buried. And of course, the most poignant part of all, this is the very garden where her ashes will be scattered.